Hello, my name is Fabio Verdugo, and I am going to do this presentation on designing within PowerPoint. When designing with PowerPoint presentation, it is helpful to include some directions that will direct the students to better understand a concept. For example, in this PowerPoint presentation I am working on, I have included some images taken from the Snagit to illustrate important items found within a database. I will be recording this screencast teaching on Camtasia, which is a fantastic tool that lets you create training videos that will have an impact on the viewer for effective transformations. Camtasia has many design elements that are included, such as annotations, transitions, animations, cursor effects, audio effects, and voice narration capabilities. So let's go and get started with this presentation. This is a PowerPoint presentation I am working for the Division of Child Support Services. As you can see, this is an AZ Cares document center. So AZ Cares, just to get a little bit of a backdrop, is the new system that DCSS will be using. So as you can see, there's an orange box here where I want to implement an image of the document center found within AZ Cares. So I'll go ahead and minimize my PowerPoint, or I'll just move it out of the way. So now you can see this is the DCSS AZ Care system. So within it, what I want to do is help the learner find where they can find that document center. So as you can see at the top here, the document library is where we would direct them to look up important documents that can be found. For the document search, they would need the case ID, reference ID, intake ID, application ID. These items at the top are required for the search. Anything that has an asterisk next to it is required for any screen that you're looking at with AZ Cares. So any other important information would be like the other party, support payer first name, last name, the support payer's social security number, date of birth, and so forth. So once we implement those items into it, we would do a search. So what I want to implement here, or what I want to illustrate, is that we want to capture a screenshot of this image here so that I can implement it into my PowerPoint presentation. So my go-to is Snagit. Snagit's really cool because it has a lot of features that allow us to do a search. And once we find a search on the screen that we want to capture, Snagit allows us to copy it to a clipboard, capture the cursor movements. It also has this really cool feature, which is a 5-second delay. And the 5-second delay we will not need for this either. So what I'm going to do is just hit capture. As you can see, it's giving me the box of where I want to capture. So I'm going to go ahead and click and drag this across this screen because this is what I want to put into the PowerPoint presentation. Once it captures it, you can move the cursor up and down so you can kind of readjust. So let's say I want to go right to there, and I'm going to bring this up just a little bit. Once I get that, I'm going to go and capture it, and then I'll show you what that looks like. So once I've captured my image, other cool features within Snagit are shapes, stamps, fills. You can move the image. You can select a certain image to replace it if you want to. If you click on the more, there's actually more items here that you can use. Eraser is a really cool feature. So if you wanted to delete something, let's say there was a case ID here that needs to stay confidential, I can go ahead and erase that case ID or social security number or any personal information from my training. This is really cool to use because anytime you make changes, Snagit will save it. So as you can see at the bottom here, I've done many other activities within Snagit, and I've copied a lot of images. So I'm going to go ahead and use my box. So the shape that I want to use is I'm just going to go with the red box. And I want to illustrate that we are on the document center. So I'm going to put a red box over that. And then I want to bring extra attention to this for the learner. So I'm also going to use the arrow. For this one, I'm also going to use the red arrow. And you can pretty much click and drag from any location. So this will bring the viewer's attention right to this image of the box. So once I'm done capturing the video, capturing the image, then what I want to do is go ahead and copy from the edit. So I'm going to go to edit, copy the image. Okay, so once I'm done with Snagit, I'll go ahead and minimize this. And then we're going to bring over the PowerPoint presentation I'm working on. And I'm going to just hit Control V to paste it. And so within PowerPoint, you can resize this image. So let's say I want to put it right inside that orange box. And so that's my intention, is to bring it right to that box. So I'm going to squeeze it in here, adjust this a little bit, and then I'll go and adjust my orange box because I want to put it directly over the image I just captured. Okay. You can use borders on images of your PowerPoint presentation. I've seen some individuals not use borders. I lean towards the design aspect. So as you can see, my border is orange. I try to keep some of the elements within this presentation with the orange color. And so the orange border, you can put black, whatever color you think your design will need. I think it makes it pop out a little bit better. So I'm going to resize it just a little bit more. Okay, so once you're happy with your image, you can hit save at the top of your PowerPoint presentation. And then what you'll have is a product that shows the viewer what they're going to learn about. So in this case, they're going to learn about the document center within AZ Cares. And so as a designer, I want to make sure that they know how to get to that document center, how to access it, how to do a search, how to reset, so all of these functions are important for the caseworkers to know as they're going through the new process. Anytime you can use design elements, it really helps. As, for example, I inserted this image here, which does have the orange stairway, and kind of shows like it shows that this presentation all goes together, right? So all the images will have some type of orange coloring or font. And so I think it's important to always include colors that go along with the presentation. And then always keep it exciting and try to keep it informative. So you're going to be including images, as you can see on this one here. I've included the AZ screens to show the state and national new hire, which provides this information. So you don't want to put too much verbiage on one PowerPoint slide. You want to keep it short, sweet. The instructor delivering this training will be doing all the talking, but you want to cover the main points. And so you can see on this image, I've also included 2 Snagit shots that show how to get to the new hire transaction detail screen and the state and the national. So this is 2 different screens, and I just kind of put a split down the middle. But it shows that these are the ways that you can get to that information. So always try to keep things fun, keep them precise, don't put too much images. For example, I could have done some icons in here to add a little bit more excitement, but when you add too much information, it can be distracting. So keep it short, sweet, keep the background as white or whatever color you're going with clear so they can focus on just the images that are bringing them the knowledge of that system, right? So the rest is kind of pretty much just where to put the boxes. Some of these boxes, I put them to the right. Some are a little bit more towards the center. I did include a picture of this family that's included in the HIA Plus for Arizona, the medical, nutrition, and cash assistance. And then it just kind of gives a little bit more perception. The accurate and clear information found on this screen, this is all about personal data that's found within these two systems to help the caseworker find the support payer to pay child support, right? Because this class is about locating the non-paying parent in the case. So so that's kind of what I wanted to bring your attention to, is just how to use Snagit to implement images, and then how you can kind of add these arrows and boxes around what you want them to focus on. And that just makes it easier for the viewer to look at it and say, okay, we're looking at the document library, this is how we get to it. So it's always important to make it as clear as possible, and then show exactly what you're going to be illustrating by putting red boxes or arrows, and just kind of have fun with it. So I hope you enjoyed this presentation on how to include boxes, arrows, how to record it onto Snagit, and I hope that all of you have some time to work on Camtasia. Camtasia is a great designing tool that helps to use all of the tools within it. So have fun, and I'll talk to you all soon. Thank you.